ass ice.
Cold ass ice. All right, boo, we live.
We live.
We live.
She live.
I'm gonna scoot all this shit, and I hope I don't kill anything. Oh.
You know where the lights at?
Where the what?
Lights at?
The lighter.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, great. Hello, everyone. Oh, baby, I got your mic.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Teacher. Oh, wow, you put the big candles in there?
Yeah, babe, it's going to be I want it to be a waxy mess.
Okay. Butt squeezes. Oh, you're ready. You can clip it here, there. Clip it to your beard.
I just like it to be a little offset. I don't know if it would actually work. Being clipping my beard. You
I
want
don't
to
think
hear
so
that?
either. Oh, yeah, all sorts.
For mic check. I think he's getting some.
We're going to adjust our mats a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get him out. Hello. Hi. Can you hear me clearly? Please indicate using some. I can speak up. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. Badger, how can you hear the music? Because I want to turn it down to where you cannot hear the music. Because if I realized the other day that if you can hear the music at all, Jay-Z will make it so that no one can see your YouTube video.
Yeah, he'll come get you.
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which look, I'm all in support of everybody making their money, but I just feel like, wow, Jay,
I thought we were cool.
I'm doing yoga over here, man. Not making a mixtape.
Honestly.
My mixtape's out later. Yeah, fair use. Exactly. This is educational. This is education. Joke. God damn it. So, okay. So we're going to start here in a few minutes. A couple minutes. How are the masks now, love?
I can see clearly.
Okay. The lovely assistant, Tracy, is going to be doing some of the more... We're going to offer a lot of modifications because this is a Rocket 3. And so what all of that entails is, thank you, Stacy. It's a lot of arm balancing stuff. So we're going to open it up with some wrist warm-ups and then some sun salutation, A, B. We're going to be progressively adding on into C. And then we're going to bring it down a little bit with some forward fold stuff, some straddle forward fold stuff. Then we take it to the ground, do some seated forward fold stuff. And then we're going to kind of kick it up a little bit more if we still got in it. And we're going to get any of those last final wiggles and arm balancing stuff goes. Then we're bringing it down and we're going to be back bending and really making it difficult for me to talk and teach. And that's when Tracy is going to be the all-star. She's got wonderful back bends and she's pretty much wonderful at everything she does. So thank you all for being here.
Yeah, we love you.
Deep appreciation. So this would all be very pointless without you. I'm known to talk to myself a lot, but it's better when I can pretend people are actually listening. Thank you. All right. So if you have a separate speaker at home, I would recommend, babe, did you put the playlist, the spooky playlist?
Yep, right up top.
So I'm going to go ahead and get it started.
Oh my God.
Not spooky, spooky flow. All right. And I'm starting with Goodbye Horses in 3, 2, 1. Tracy.
get my hair in a situation.
Get your hair situated.
And I'm gonna try to keep this hat on for
And
the
then,
whole thing.
okay. In honor of goodbye horses, I'm gonna give it a tuck. Okay.
I get it.
You get it.
Buffalo Bill.
I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I really don't want to have to do this twice.
Yeah.
Most importantly. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So yeah, we can start here seated, and I would just want to start opening up the wrists with deep wrist rotations before we put any weight on them. Just wrist rotations, circling them out, going opposite ways. I'll turn towards the camera. So if you could now extend both hands out. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to put it over our right, and we're going to kind of pull these fingers back because we need a good finger stretch too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Go ahead and grab that thumb and give that a yank on back too.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got to open these up.
Yeah.
Now, if we could, grab the top of the hand and pull it back. Before we're putting body weight pressure, I just want a little muscle, okay? Same thing on the other hand. Grabbing these fingers back. I just love a good hand stretch. I really do. Just feel my fingers opening. Grab the thumb. Or grab the top of the hand.
I'm gonna sing for a majority of the class.
That's wonderful. That way I can keep up with the music. Okay. Now we are going to make our way into tabletop. With a neutral spine, don't worry, we're going to give you some cat-cows later in just a minute. So we're going to start warming up the wrists. We're going to lean out over them. Okay, Tracy's already started. Just leaning out over them, getting as much extension as you feel. Rocking back and forth. Okay. Now turn the fingers to the outside of the mat, outside edges of the mat, about 90 degrees each one, outside external rotation. We're going to lean out over the right hand, lean out over the left hand, back and forth. Yes, activating all of that palm, pressing all of that palm into the ground. Really good. I'm making little circles now. Trying to get all four corners of that palm. Now, if you'd be so kind, point your fingers back towards your knees. So you've got your hands in this weird reverse position. And start to sit back and stop at your comfortable range of motion. Right now, that is not very far from you. Opening up the forearms really deeply here. Creating a lot of just compression. This is a deep one. Okay, now we're going to let that all go. Okay, shake them out if you need to. Okay. Placing the hands back, neutral spine. I want you to inhale, creating a tilt in your hips, bringing your chest through and your gaze up. Cow pose. Exhale, tucking your tailbone, protracting your shoulders, gaze to your knees. Inhale, slowly negate that. Back to cow pose. Exhale, back to cat. Couple more rounds of this. Your breath is your guide. On your next inhale, meet me with a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, press back, downward facing dog. Just here for a moment. Just getting acquainted with your body. Pressing back. Inhale, start just walking up to the top of your mat. If you're feeling freaky and you want to jump, you want to do stuff, we're going to have plenty of time for that. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Breathing here. On your next inhale, slowly roll your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Stacking up. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders back for me, please. Give them a couple rolls. Couple rolls forward. And find silent CTE with the palms by the side. Would you please begin to heel toe your feet together? On an inhale, our arms are going to come up, gaze up, sun salutation A. Exhale, diving forward, hinging from the hips, palms come to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, pressing your hands to the ground, chaturanga, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Bring your chest through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. This is going to be our longest downward dog of the day in these sun A's. That's 1. It's 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, press back, bending at the knees, bringing your seat to your back of your heels. Make your way to the top of the mat. On your exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Gaze up at the palms in the air. Exhale, Samastiti, palms by the side. Once more, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the ground, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're here for 5. Try to create external rotation in your shoulders by spiraling the triceps towards the earth. But remember to press into all sides of your palm, making sure that you've got an L shape with your pointer finger and your thumb, that you're pressing firmly into that front knuckle. Trying to get your chest back towards the tops of your thighs, and your heels are energetically reaching for the back of the room. Inhale, press back. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Step, jump, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's go through one more sun salutation A on your own. Just gonna cue a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Up dog. Down dog. Press back, get ready. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale in your halfway lift. Exhale in your forward fold. Inhale, coming back to the top. Exhale, arms by your sides. Moving into sun B. Inhale, chair pose, bend at the knees. Arms come to the corner of the room, gaze is in between the thumbs. Exhale, hands come to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, palms to the ground, jump back, step jumper, float back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps through the hands, back heel spins down, warrior one right side. Exhale, hands straight in the front foot. You can hit the Ekapada Chaturanga here. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps between, right foot spins down, warrior one left side. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Ekapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in this shape. Inhale to compress. Exhale. Make your way to the top of your mat. Landing in a halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Let's do one more of them. Inhale, arms up. I'm sorry, sit back into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, float back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tracy's getting cooked already. Exhale, downward facing dog.
I was like, floats only.
Right foot steps between, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, Ekapada Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps between. On your inhale, you rise up, warrior one. Exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga. Inhale.
Oof.
Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Inhaling top of the mat. Landing in your halfway lift.
Ooh.
Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the earth, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Uno mas.
Yay.
Inhale, chair pose. Oh, we're just preheating the oven, baby. Exhale, hands to the ground. Float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps. Hands to the ground. Ekapada. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot steps. Hands to the ground. Ekapada. Up dog. Down dog. Tracy's opening up her shoulders. Little dolphin variation. Take them when you need them. Compress, get ready. Gaze comes to the top of the mat. Make your way to the top of your mat. Landing a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Now we're gonna stay here, holding this chair. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, bring your palms to your chest. Prepare hands Interlace these fingers, press the palms out, and fold out over your bent legs. You're not out of your chair yet. Please keep breathing.
Okay.
Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. A little wider. I like to do shoulder width here. We're going to set up for Malasana, so you can drop your butt down into a yogi squat. Trying to get the triceps inside the thighs, pressing them out, bringing your palms to prayer, and bringing your chest up. If you're ready to start floating, you're going to meet me in a crow pose. You're going to bring your hands to the ground, tucking your knees, gluing your knees to the back of your triceps. Use my yoga glue. Leaning forward until you start to feel your toes come up off the ground. One leg if you need, 2 legs if you can't. Straighten your arms if you can. Good for 3.
Ooh.
Jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right foot is going to come up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, go ahead and open it up a little bit. Second hip on top of hip, bending at the knee. Inhale, bring it back, square your hips. Exhale here. Your inhale is going to bring your right foot between your hands, riding up into warrior 1. Exhale here. Try to get the knee to 90, opening your hips up to the outside edge of your mat. Exhale into warrior 2. Now your hips can properly open up all the way. Knee can come to 90. Feet can lengthen. You can sit lower. Arms come to a T. Rounds of breath here. Straighten your front leg. And begin extending for Trikonasana. I'm just catching my breath here. My body's popping. Trikonasana on the right side. Your right hand is going to come to your shin. Outside or inside of your ankle. Left hand to the sky. Gaze is where you need it. I like to gaze up with my right eye at my left thumb. Hat's already coming on.
Hat.
Okay, now, wherever your gaze is, I would like for you to place it down to the ground just in front of your big toe. A little bend into your right knee is going to set you up. We're going into half moon. Straighten that front leg, lifting the back leg off the ground. You can use your right hand for support. I like to keep my gaze at the ground because it helps me balance a lot. Left hand is in the air. Another thing that helps me balance a lot is this left leg is very, very engaged. All the way up to my glutes. Here for one more breath. Exhale, we're moving into warrior 3. Square the hips to the front of the mat. Keep that left leg lifted. Hands can come to your chest, or they can come out in front of you. One more breath here. Exhale, your left hand comes to your ground. Your hips are still squared. Your right hand goes up. Revolve, half moon.
Oh.
Yes, baby. You can use a block. You can use a block here if you've got one. Okay, now listen. On your exhale, you're going to be bringing your left foot to the ground. Left hand stays connected to the earth. Straighten through that right leg. You may need to shorten your stance. I know I do. We are in a revolved pyramid. One more breath here. Right hand comes down on your exhale to frame your right foot. Micro bend into that front leg. Bring it back into Pada Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We got another side. So on your inhale, your left leg comes up. Open up, stack the hips. Inhale back to neutral. Bring your left foot in between your hands. Your next inhale brings you up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up the hips properly to the back of the side of the mat. Arms come to a T. Right foot maybe steps out to deepen into your stance. Couple breaths here. Next inhale, straighten your left leg, reaching out. Exhaling down to the ground. Triangle pose left side. Y'all remember where we're going?
Yeah.
Gaze returns just in front of the big toe. Leaning out over. Elevating the right leg energetically. Open up in a half moon on the right side or left side. Left leg. Your hand can be anywhere. I like to have it up because I'm a jerk.
Jerk. Jerk out. Jerk.
Exhale, coming into warrior three on that left leg. Squaring the hips to the ground. Micro bend in your left knee if it helps. Couple breaths here. Bring your right hand back to the ground, moving into revolved moon, half moon. Hello, IT band.
Hi.
Okay, now listen. Right leg is going to slowly lower to the ground. When that toe hits, straighten the left leg. Bring the right foot in if you need. Revolved. Pyramid pose. Exhale, hand frames the left foot. Left foot steps back, half push up. Akapada chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. I'm going to take a child's pose so I can explain where we're going from here. In a few seconds, we're going to meet in down dog. And we're going to lower our elbows to the ground into a dolphin's pose. We're going to walk our feet in as high as we can. It's cool if you want to stay here, but it's a lot cooler if you elevate this right leg. Bringing your gaze in between your thumbs or between your forearms. And coming up into Pinch Mayasana. Whatever leg variation you really like. Tuck your chin if you're really feeling funky. Okay, Tracy, so if you meet in a downward dog, that's where we're going.
Okay.
Okay. Setting up for Pinch Mayasana. Bring your elbows to the ground. Walk your feet in. And if you'd like to play, we're going to be here for 10. All right. The vinyasa brings you out. Want to skip it? Meet and down dog. We're going to move through that that sun sea variation with one addition. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Step it through. Warrior one. Bringing breath and movement here. Exhale. Warrior two. Listen. Inhale here. Exhale. Your right forearm goes on top of your right thigh. Side angle pose. This is a great pose to stay in. If you want to deepen, bring your right hand to the ground. Breathing here. Or if you want to go for the full bind, bring your left hand behind your back, grabbing the right hand. This is another great pose. Make sure that you're opening through your chest so your shoulder wants to spin towards the top of the room. If you want a little bit more, step your feet together at the top of the mat, rising up to bird of paradise. Kicking out. Here for a breath. Exhale, bring it back down. Stepping back, unwinding. Frame the foot. Akapata chaturanga, hello, or meet me down dog. Left side, same pace. Footsteps through, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, side angle, left side. Opening the chest up. Like a rock star.
Bring.
Same modification, hand to the ground, or full body. Chest up, step to the top.
Babe, I'd like to point out that our cat is having second breakfast.
Oh yeah? Chubby girl. She eats when she's not getting enough attention, you know.
Yeah.
Exhale down to the ground. Akapata chaturanga, left side. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. So we're going to do one more round of pincha, and then we will be meeting back in down dog. So you can stay here, you can go to child's pose. I want a little bit more.
I'm going to do funky.
Get funky, babe. Oh yeah. So the funky variation. Tracy's got one up on the ground, the other arm is in 90, kind of like a chaturanga arm. You gonna balance it out the other side, or you already done the other side?
That was my other side.
Okay. Fantastic, babe. All right. So that was our son A, our son B, our son C. No, we are cooking. Meet me back in downward facing dog. And option here. Tracy, you want to show them the options? We're going to push back. You can walk your hands back to the back of your mat. Or I like to come forward a little bit to the plank and whoosh back. So if you tried that and failed, or if you tried that and loved it, we're going to do it one more time. Walk forward. Downward facing dog. Lean forward. There it is. All right. We're set up for big toe grab pose. Padangusthasana. Making peace fingers. They're going to grab their respective big toe. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, fill up with breath. Bend your elbows and really pull your toes. Exhale into that space you created with your full belly.
Babe, this fabric don't breathe.
No, it does not. I am sweating. Inhale, come up, flat back. Release that grip. Moving into Padahastasana. So we're going to step into the palms of our respective hands. Same cues as last time. Exhale. Go deep. Inhale. Feel the belly press against the thighs. Exhale into the space you just created with your breath.
Babe, I feel like in addition to Jay-Z, Danzig would also come after us.
Oh, probably.
He's that kind of asshole.
Exhale. Release all of this. Wonderful. All right. Now we're going to make our ways to the top of our mats. Several ways to do it. You can get low and bear crawl a few times. Forward and back. You can walk like it is. Kind of like in a down dog walk. Or, if you're feeling really handstanding and floating, pressing into your hands like you're trying to press into a handstand. Dorsiflex the feet. And plantar flex the feet. And press walk. up to the top.
Whew.
Wow. Ooh, meeting at the top in a Thomas DTD. We cooking yet, babe?
Yes, I feel like I'm at 350 now.
Inhale deeply. Exhale, opening up into Prasarita. Prasarita Tadasana.
Prasarita Tadasana.
Right? Tadasana, the standard.
Prasarita.
Prasarita.
Padottanasana.
Padottanasana. Excuse me. I am English as a first language person. Okay, are we ready for a variation?
Yes.
Hands come out to T. Exhale, bring them down in front of you. About shoulder width distance apart. Inhale, flattening your back. Exhale, diving forward. Your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips and rise up. This time we're going to try to bring our elbows to meet in the back, squeezing together and ejecting. And our exhale is going to bring us to fold. Inhale, rise up. Now our hands are going to bind behind our back. Whew. Inhale one time, opening through the shoulders. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise up. All right. Final one, we're going to do that big toe grab. Or your hands, exhaling, your hands will come to your ankle, shins, outside of feet, wherever you want to grab on your feet to get deep. Now, because this is a rocket, and I know Tracy has a great straddle press, how are you feeling, love?
I feel pretty good.
I want to cue that. So the way that I get into it, I like to walk my hands out a little bit past my mat. That helps me to get a little bit of an offset. Walk my feet in just a little bit. That raises my hips up. Tracy, I guess, can demo the press, and I will demo the headstand. So Tracy's leaning over, creating planks in her shoulders. Yes. And then she's really engaging in her glutes and her hip abductors to snatch those legs off the ground and hang out in a straddle handstand for a second. And if you would like to sample headstand, there are bound, and then there's tripod. Tripod's a little bit more natural for me. You bend your arms to 90. Head comes to the ground. Same thing as what Tracy did. Legs come up and meet. Or hang out and straddle. And then slowly lower down. Wonderful. So a few seconds there if you want to play with that. Oh. And then we're going to be meeting back in a wonderful middle split. Lovely. So Tracy's got a full middle split. I do not. So the way we're going to be working this is we're going to be hanging out here. But I want a little bit more dynamic movement because I don't want to just hang out here, especially because I can. If you can, and you feel like you can, that's great. But if you're with me, we're going to rotate our feet and try to engage. So we're kind of like in this high lunge shape with our hands on our hips, stretching out this hip flexor. Bring it back to the middle. Other side. Bring it back to the middle. Other side. Making sure that you're trying to create the posterior tilt in your pelvis, tucking under, so that you're really elongating the hip flexor. Bring it back to the middle. Other side. And do one more in the middle. Make this your deepest. Really walk those feet out. Now I'm going to bring my hands to the ground and really try to straighten both legs in my middle split to get deep. Same thing, trying to create that posterior tilt in your pelvis and trying to walk back so your shoulders can stack above your hips. Bring it back to the middle. Other side. So Tracy is now already on her butt. We're going to bring it back to the middle. And we are going to meet on our butts.
Yay!
In a seated straddle.
Love these.
Yes, this is Tracy's highlight time.
This is my highlight reel.
Inhale, bring your arms up. Starting with the left side, because the left side is so neglected. Your left hand is going to grab the outside of your left foot if you need, or you can come, inside of the opposite thigh. Mm-hmm. Right hand comes up over and tries to reach for the left foot. Make sure that you are extending fully through the outer body, the right side body, and not just dumping so much. Because I can grab like this, and this is good, but sometimes it's just as good to stay here and make sure that my shoulders are square and not rounding forward. And I like to just tuck this hand up under my right thigh. Entirely up to you. A couple breaths here. Last breath, I'm going to go ahead and grab. Tracy was ready to come out.
Oh.
Inhale, back up. All right, same thing. Arms come up, exhale. Same hand variation that you do on the other side. Okay, let it all go. Now we have everybody's favorite, the Mula Bandha checkups, love. So the Mula Bandha is the area in your, you say perineum, you say perineum, I say perineum. This is basically in between your butthole, whatever organs you got down there. And if you can feel that, engage, that is what we are about to use, that and a little bit of this Uddiyana Bandha, the lower belly. To get there, what we're going to do is try to square your shoulders off over your right leg. Bring your hands to frame the right thigh. So your right hand is behind your right thigh. Your left hand is in front of your right thigh, about mid-thigh level. So extend through your arms, bringing your seat off the ground. If you can, add a leg. If you can't, add two. Hang out here for three.
Big count.
Lower down. I'm counting. Trust me, I'm counting.
Like, 2.
Okay, same thing. Other side, everybody's favorite. This time I'll count for you.
Yay.
Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Lower down. How was that?
Great. Never want to do it again.
Great. Well, we're not going to today. Okay. Give me a second to make sure that we are staying on track.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Whew.
Okay. Wonderful. Just make your way to standing at the top of your mat. I'm not going to beat you up for how you get there. If you want to go through a vinyasa like Tracy, you press back in a downward dog. You bend your knees, look forward. You make your way through. She's doing a little tuck jump. Very nice. Tuck handstand. Back to the top of your mat. Okay. Here is a standing balancing sequence. Inhale. Bring that right foot up. We are in an Ekapada Tadasana. This is a wonderful pose. If you'd like to stay here, this is great. Play with closing your eyes and see how weird that makes it. All right, if you'd like to progress with me, we're going to be capturing our big toe. We're going to be fully extending this leg for a breath. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Open up to the outside. Bring your foot all the way to the right. Still holding on to that big toe. Here for another breath. Bring it back to center. Now, take your left hand, capture the outside edge of that right foot, and bring your right hand out behind you. We are in a revolved variation of this shape. Gaze can come. Woo. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Gaze can come woohoo.
Gaze can come woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bring it all back. Recapture it. Exhale, release that leg and keep it lifted for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't lower it all the way down. I want you to cross it in front of the left leg. So that is your right shin going to your left leg. If you can, come into full lotus or half lotus on that leg, which will bring the outside into the hip crease. If you're here, begin bending forward until you're in a forward fold. If you'd like a little bit more, bring the palms to the ground. Try to catch the knee on the outside of your right tricep and the left foot on top of the left tricep and fully extend. Bring it on up. Step it back down. Murder she wrote, all right?
Oh, my left leg.
Well, you think your left leg. Now we're about to really get into it. So, left leg lifts. Tracy has been going hard this week. Capture the left toe. Fully extend. Is anyone still here? Breath here. Exhale it out to the left side. Bring it back to the middle. Capture the outside with your right hand. Revolve. Your gaze can come to the back thumb. Return the hands. Capture the foot. Let it go. Hands come to the sky. Foot stays lifted for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross it. Figure 4. Whatever variation you do on the other side.
Ooh.
Half lotus. Bring the palms to the ground for a fold. Really good hip stretch here. So you can hang out here if you like. But if you flew with us, keep flying with us. Wonderful. Oh, I got good news for you. We're going to our butts.
Yes.
So, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down facing dog. We're going to be making our way through Dandasana. There's several ways to do it. The way that I like is called a jump through. So you bring your gaze just above your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. And you're going to tuck crossing at the legs, bending at the elbows, lowering down and through. Into Dandasana staff pose. Yes. Cross the ankles.
Oh,
Or just lower
or
down.
just not.
Yeah. It is a chore.
I had a good one last time.
Babe, you were great. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Folding out over the legs, hinging at the hips, trying to keep your back straight as you can. Seated forward fold. One more breath here. Inhale, bring it all back up. Capture your right ankle. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Spread your body out over your left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Inhale, bring it back up. It's a really great time to catch your breath. Do you remember that Mula Bandha? Well, now we're going to sit on it.
Ugh.
Put your right heel right there. Sitting on it, trying to keep the foot that's below the right foot pointing towards the front of the mat. Spread your shoulders out over your left knee. Inhale, exhale.
My right foot's pointing towards the outside of my mat.
That's fine. Tracy just said that her right foot was pointing out to the outside of her mat. That is fine, but I have been assured that the correct position is to try to keep it parallel.
Mm.
I'll show you, just in case. Inhale, come on back up. Leg stays bent, but the right knee comes up, pressing against the chest. Lift your right arm and pass this knee behind the tricep. If you can, this is good. You'll stay here and you'll forward fold like this. But if you can get the full bind, you're going to reach your right arm back and your left arm back, clasping in the back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, to fold. Inhale, come back up. Same legs. Left arm to the sky. Left tricep outside of right thigh. Opening up into a twist. Gazes out over your right shoulder. Exhale, let it all go. Bring both legs out in front of you and you can hang out here, but if you really want to rock it, you're going to L-sit, so you're going to press your seat off the ground. You're going to cross at the ankles again, and you're going to shoot it back into a chaturanga. You're going to press back into a up dog, down dog. Then you're going to jump through and meet us back here. Show you how that looks.
Yeah, show me.
L-sit, cross, through, chaturanga, up dog, down dog.
Yeah.
Jump through. And we're back.
I'm back too. I did the whole thing.
That was wonderful, man.
I know.
Left leg comes in.
I did it so quick. You know?
Same folds on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up, sitting back onto that Mula Bandha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Inhale, bring it all back up. So we're doing that funky bind again. So our left arm is going to go on front of our right shin, and it's going to reach back around in anticipation of that right hand coming back around. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let it go, bring it back. Now we're going to go for that twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Deepening into the twist. All right, exhale. Coming out of this so you can get your way back to downward dog, however you feel is most appropriate. Oh, that is a perfectly acceptable way. I am
Are we going back to Dandasana?
We are, because we are going to be doing our Navasana boat pose. So, I'll sit. Cross it. Through.
Oh my god, our costumes are so appropriate for boats.
Oh, we're in little boats. Scoops ahoy.
Scoops ahoy.
Meet us in boat with your legs bent, arms straight, chest up. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, I want you to take it lower. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. Whew. We can do that one more time, can't we? I think we can. Medium boat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. 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 One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, take it up. There we go. Child's pose. We are almost done. Anybody still here? Yes, we got a couple still here. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. We are almost done. That was the hard stuff, I promise. We're gonna do just a little arm balancing flow because you're twisted, your core has been engaged, everything is good. Tracy, feel free to be where you are. Anybody, feel free to be where you are. But everything tells me that we got some people who are gonna want to do some Ekapada stuff and chain together some arm balancing stuff. I love it. So I'll show you what we talked about before class. Just so you have an idea of where we're going. we're going to be pressing back into a downward dog. Right leg is going to lift. It's going to attach itself to the outside like a hurdler. We're going to bring our left leg through into an 8 angle, hooking on to the outside. Yes, and extending through over bent arms. Now, here's the tricky part.
Ugh.
We're going to be trying to get into an Ekapada Bakasana and then pressing it all back into Chaturanga.
From
That's
where?
what's going to make it flowy from the 8 angle. I'll show you.
Rule.
And we're going to do this on both sides.
Oh, God. Oh, I think I'm allergic to doing that. Sorry.
Okay, so that is our arm balancy flow. If you're with it, that was it. And now we're going to do it on the left side. Well, at least you got to balance out your left side.
Yeah, you're right. Ugh. Ugh.
Press back, child's pose. Guys, if you're here, that was it. Now it's back bend time, which can be really restrictive in the breathing. So it's kind of hard to throw at the end of the pose, at the end of the flow, but it's really good to calm it down and remind your body that no matter what you go through, you gotta be all right. Talking to myself.
My nervous system's so stoked right now.
If you could meet me standing on your knees, I'd greatly appreciate that. I don't have the deepest of camel pose, but that's where we're going. Tracy likes to double up her mat to protect her knees. Coming back into your breath.
Ugh.
I like to just take this as deep as I can get it. I bring my palms with my fingers pointed up to the backs, just sitting on top of my glutes. Try to spin my elbows together. And I breathe back into this posture with an exhale. Tracy, if you can show them the variation where you capture your heels. So Tracy's got really good camel pose. She's bringing her hips forward. Always flexing the glutes, protecting the back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it on down. Wonderful. If you could make your way onto your back.
Yay!
We're supine now, guys. I would like it if you could walk your legs in to maybe where your heels will reach your hands in their natural extension. Press firmly into the feet and begin to lift your hips off of the ground. Remember, there's a lot of engagement in some tricky places. I engage parts of my back, but I always want to try to be mindful of keeping a bit of a posterior tilt in my pelvis so that I'm not anterior tilting and really pinching in my lower back. Spiraling your knees together. If you want, you can create that chest expansion grip, walking your shoulders underneath to raise up a little bit, tucking your chin just a little bit, but not burying it into your chest. Exhale, lower it down. We're going to do 2 more back bends of your choice. I'm going to be moving into full wheel, as I imagine Tracy will as well. If you want to join us in full wheel, your hands are going to frame your face. Elbows are going to be pointed towards the sky. Your feet are in the same position. You're going to begin by lifting your hips and rolling onto the crown of your head. pressing firmly into the hands, pressing the rest of your torso up off the ground. Make sure that your knees are not splaying out wide. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Lower it down. Great work, love. Always, you can skip it if you want, if that's what you feel. If you're here, you are a blessing because this is a bear of a class.
You're a blessing.
And if you're here, keep going. Press the ground away and extend. I like, at this point, to press into my legs, to fully extend. Straighten through my arms and bring my gaze down in between my thumbs. All right, that's enough spice. Yeah, we're doing good. Next. Yes, I am tired.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to move into our shoulder stand. Wonderfully, just a wonderful restorative pose. So Tracy's going to begin with her legs kind of up the wall. Where are you going to place your hands, love?
Probably.
By your hips?
Yeah.
She's going to place her hands by her hips. She's going to press into her palms. She's going to engage her core. She's going to begin to pike up. She brings her hands up to her lower back to stabilize. She's trying to stack her ankles in line with her hips, straight line down. And her hips are kind of trying to stack over her shoulders. She's wiggling. She's getting loose. It's really hard to talk and do this pose, but I absolutely love it. Inhaling a few more here. To progress, she's going to keep the legs straight, and she's going to begin bringing them down until the tops of the toes reach behind her into plow pose. She's chosen to take chest expansion grip behind her. Deep into her plow. She's going to take a few breaths here. Now she's moving into deaf man's pose or ear pressure pose by bending her knees and bringing them to the ground, still trying to roll more up, hips straight up to the sky. When she's ready, she's going to re-straighten her legs, adjust the hands back, and begin to slowly pike down, bringing one vertebrae down at a time, the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the lumbar, the sacrum. Hanging out here, probably because it feels nice. All that blood returning back to those silly spots. And I think this is a wonderful place to close class. So if you could, just any last movements you want to take, but if you're ready like Tracy, just fully extend and relax down. Into your Shavasana. All right, lovely people. We are going to begin the process. Move back into our bodies by taking really small, tiny movements. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, digging in your ear if you must, circling out the ankles, circling out the wrists, stretching a full body stretch, bending the knees, bending into the hips. Another couple deep breaths here. So thank yourself for being here. As I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and trusting me. Whew. Because boy, oh boy. So if you would like to join me, we're going to be getting into our seated posture, whatever is comfortable. Or you can stay, roll off into one side into a baby pose, a fetal posture, letting your bicep be your pillow.
Baby pose.
And then find your seat if you are ready. We're going to close with an Om. And I just really want to bang this gong one time, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, exhaling all of the air out. Inhale, prepare to Om. Good one.
Victory gone.
And the gong of victory. Thank you so much for those of you who preserved. I hope everything was easy to hear and easy to follow. I know it's a very challenging class to keep up with. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Bong. Oh, ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, ladies. So on Wednesdays, if you want to get deeper into, yes, if you want to get deeper into some of those arm balancy stuff, what Tracy's decided to do is to do more of a workshop-y style class on Wednesday. So it's a little bit of a flow to warm up, and it's a lot of drills. Tracy, if you'd like to explain what it is that you're doing on Wednesday, that way they can come. So if you want to get into more of those weird flowy things, 8-angle, hurdlers pose type stuff, it's like, yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah, because Wednesdays we do Zoom, and this past week we did drills and conditioning for handstands. So we warmed up and then worked on things, sat down, talked, asked questions so that people can feel like they're getting individual attention. And I can see you. It was really awesome last time. We only had 4 people, but all those 4 people got so much individual attention.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, is to continue that type of work on Wednesdays with Zoom, and then keep doing Monday lives.
Yep.
And maybe an occasional like rocket flow with Kamar, maybe like once a month, or like whatever you're comfortable with, just so that you keep teaching and sharing what all that hard work you've done. So we'll keep everybody up on the up and up. But next week, we're going to take a week off and just recuperate a little bit from this training.
Yes. Thank you so much for taking this journey with us. And honestly, just thanks for being here. I know it's just, how much time do you want to make for yourselves in a day?
Yeah.
Thank you for making us part of the time that you took for yourselves.
I love that. All right, you all. If you wore costumes,
yes, please
take a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
Or if you intended to wear a costume.
They were on and off and on and off and on and off.
Mine stayed on till wheel.
Yeah. Then it was just like just the slowest release ever. So, all right.
I'm going to make bacon.
Oh, bacon. I think she's going to make a pumpkin pie later too.
Yeah, I sure am. Because tomorrow's Halloween.
It's Halloween. That's what they say.
And we stay at home.
Yeah, are you going to stay home or are you going to get COVID? It's up to you.
Now that's a scary Halloween.
All right. Thank you so much.
We love you.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Bye.